Americans from Russell, Kansas to Washington, D.C. are remembering the life of a war hero, U.S. Senator and Kansan Bob Dole. The three-time Republican presidential nominee died this morning at the age of 98. Back in February, we learned he was being treated for advanced lung cancer for 27 years. Dole served as a U.S. Senator from Kansas, including 2 stints as the Senate Majority Leader. He's also a World War II veteran whose right arm was permanently disabled during a rescue mission. Tonight, the flag at the U.S. Capitol was lowered to half-staff in honor of former Senator Dole. Flags are also being lowered at the White House and across the state of Kansas. KCTV5's Carolyn Long has more on Dole's life and accomplishments.
Robert Joseph Bob Dole was born in 1923 in Russell, Kansas. His dad ran a small creamery, and during the Depression, his family lived in their basement, rented out rooms to make money. Dole was a talented athlete and was recruited to play basketball at KU, also played football and ran track while in Lawrence. He left school to fight in World War II for the Army and was badly wounded by the Germans, paralyzing his arms and legs, spent 3 years recovering in a hospital and never regained use of his right hand. Dole received 2 Purple Hearts and the Bronze Star. He earned his law degree and a BA from Washburn University. Dole made his mark on the world through politics and was first elected to the Kansas House of Representatives in 1950. He became the county attorney of Russell County back in 1960, made it to Capitol Hill in the U.S. House of Representatives. He became U.S. Senator in 1968 and served until 96, when he would run against Bill Clinton for president. Dole was well respected and served as the Senate Minority Leader and then the Senate Majority Leader.
We want to make it clear to the President on Monday that there's a lot of bipartisan concern.
Bob Dole tried 3 times to become president in 1980, 88, and the last time in 96.
It's a lot more fun winning. It hurts to lose an election, but stay involved and keep fighting the good fight.
Even though he lost to Clinton, his popularity only grew after he left politics. His humor endearing.
I still want to recount, but that, probably won't happen.
Often speaking in the third person.
Bob Dole, Bob Dole, Bob Dole.
He devoted his later years to helping the cause of wounded veterans and the remembrance of World War II vets. Dole wrote books, gave speeches, consulted, even appeared in commercials for Viagra, Visa, Dunkin' Donuts, and Pepsi.
Easy boy.
Dole eventually joined a D.C. law firm and even at the age of 93 helped to set up a meeting between the government of Taiwan and then President-elect Donald Trump. At the age of 95, we all watched this powerful moment as Bob Dole got help out of his wheelchair to salute the casket of his friend and colleague, former President George H.W. Bush. Back in Lawrence, Dole's legacy will live on at the Robert J. Dole Institute of Politics.
It is not a monument. It is intended as a living institution.
It opened in 2003, and the former senator often spoke there. In 2018, this man who served his country on the battlefields and in the halls of Congress received the Congressional Gold Medal. President Trump called him a true American hero who never stopped fighting for Kansas, military veterans, and the disabled. Carolyn Long, KCTV5 News.
And today, former President Donald Trump had this to say about the late Senator Dole. Bob Dole was an American war hero and true patriot for our nation. He served the great state of Kansas with honor, and the Republican Party was made stronger by his service. And President Joe Biden spoke with Bob Dole's widow earlier today before releasing this statement. He said in part, Bob was an American statesman like few in our history, a war hero and among the greatest of the greatest generation. And to me, he was also a friend whom I could look to for trusted guidance or a humorous line at just the right moment to settle frayed nerves. I will miss my friend. Senator Dole was a beloved leader and philanthropist throughout his career. Nearly 20 years ago, he founded the Dole Institute of Politics on the KU campus. It's a nonpartisan organization dedicated to constructive political discourse. KCTV5's Nathan Vickers was there today as visitors came to pay their respects.
Bob Dole once called himself the most optimistic man in America. Today, the Dole Institute of Politics is celebrating that optimism as they remember his legacy. The museum here tells the story of a politician, a leader, but also a young man from Russell, Kansas, who wanted to serve his country.
This part of the museum talks about his recovery period after the war, when he suffered his wounds in World War II.
Audrey Coleman is the director of the Dole Institute of Politics, founded by the former senator and presidential candidate in 2003 as a place to celebrate civility and cooperation.
We can remember him as someone who was a partisan. He was a Republican, but he also was very interested and committed to working with folks all across the aisle, recognizing that that was the way that our country was going to move forward together.
The museum set out a small memorial this morning. Visitors like Sally Brunn shared their thoughts in writing.
We need more people like Senator Dole, who worked for the people.
To her, Dole represented a different era in politics.
Bob Dole served our country really well, and I think we owe him a debt of gratitude.
It's that story Coleman hopes to preserve, a reminder that political conversations can unite instead of divide.
His warmth and generosity and commitment to public service and individuals was just readily apparent, and we're going to continue that here at the Dole Institute in perpetuity. We're really proud of that, so his story isn't over.
The Dole Institute is also collecting donations for a memorial fund to honor Dole's legacy. In Lawrence, Nathan Vickers, KCTV5 News.
And for more on Bob Dole's life and accomplishments, we have a slideshow running on our website. You can see everything from his time as a soldier in the Army all the way up to events with President Donald Trump. For a closer look, head to KCTV5.com.